So the 12 symbols of imperial authority, you have to remember this: sun and moon, 7 star, mountain, and then Fu pattern. Fu is a Chinese character. X, and then dragon, flowery creature. It looks like a dragon, but it's not really a dragon. And then seaweed, because this is also, you know, the emperors are controlling the ocean. And sacrificial cup, because these are signs of their rituals. And then flame, very essential for civilization. And the grain. So these are the 12. So civil and military officers were divided into 9 ranks. And then we already said this. You have rank badges and other points. So this is the classic dragon robe. You have the sun and moon somewhere, and then you have the dragon, and then this is the X, and then you have the seaweed, and then you have what is this? More dragons, and then these are the sacrificial cups, and then you need mountain. Sorry, I think these are the seaweeds in the ocean, and then these are the flames. So this way you have about the sun and moon and all kinds of characters, and then this is the Chinese character, Fu, Chinese character, and then these bats. These are birds, like bats living in the cave. They are not part of 12 symbols, but they are throughout the pattern, because the Chinese character for the bats also same as Fu, so they bring good fortunes. And then so these are the ocean, and then these are the like mountains and the earth, and then you have the celestial realm depicted on your clothes. So a round neck and it close like this. Openings are here. You have another closure here too, and then lower part are open. It's a separate, like a up front and the back. So it's a silk weaving, but symbols are embroidered throughout, like this. So you can see the tailoring, right? Like seam over here. These are the 7 constellations. And then the X. The bat is all over the place. And then, in Chinese Emperor's Club, you have a 5 cloth. And sometimes if you go to Korea, dragon is dragon, but they only have 4 clothes. So it's again, respect to emphasize Chinese cultural hegemony. And then these are the cup. Sometimes you have more gemstones coming out of the ocean side here and there. And then let me see. Another dragon. So these are all embroidery. You can see the stitches, right? Embroideries. These are auspicious letters. As you can see here, women's the bottom part is more flared. Do you see the point? It's more like an A-line skirt. It's very much flared, like you have this much of depth. Versus men's, it's just wide. It's a wide chest. And then the bottom area is not very flared. So if you want to make a women's version, it should look more like this. So you can definitely see the difference between men and women in the flat silhouette of it. And this one, even though it's made for a high rank women, like a noble family, this one does not have any dragon. Dragon again is for the imperial family. There are a lot of bats. And then I'll be right back. I'm just going out to look at the comments.
Oh,
somebody's raising hand.
Raised a hand. I had a question. Would you say that even in like the imperial family, high royalty, men's garments are more embroidered than women's? Or Because I was just looking at those two examples and I saw like the men's were probably more detailed and embroidered.
I see. Yeah. The answer for your question is these are not equivalent. Like this is emperor's dragon robe, and then this example is not empress's dragon robe, right? So this is just a noble woman's ceremonial robe. So if you look at imperial ladies' ceremonial robe, you will see a lot more embroidery, like a dance, not sparse like this. Does it make sense, Rachel?
Yeah, thank you.
Yeah, the dragon robe that I first showed you, this is obviously what emperor would wear, like the one that you would see in Kyunghee's case. In Kyunghee's case, you have, what is it, the color plates as well. This one does not have. Those are add-ons. You can wear this and add on more of those accessory pieces. Yeah, so you know, obviously this is really dense embroidery, right? Like it has many layers of it too. But imperial family members, women probably had more what is it, the decorations, something like this. This is also more like a imperial court dragon robe, and just based on the look, it doesn't really look like ladies, but imperial robe, obviously you have really dense, intense embroidery all over, versus noble ladies, they have just the right amount. And in the middle of it, you also have Chinese character of Shi, you know, meaning happiness. It's written. So, you know, as we've seen throughout the Chinese history, they often incorporate letters, right, characters as a decorative pieces. And bats are overall, but bats, Chinese character bat, is also called fu, and that brings fortune. So that's why you see a lot of those bats all around. So same thing, like a neckband round, and then cuffs area, and then you have these embroideries of earth and the ocean. So when you work on your final project, I want you to pay extra attention to this kind of descriptions. So it's made of silk and metallic thread, embroidery on silk satin. So the bottom fabric is satin, really like a silky bottom, and then these are all embroidered with silk thread. So embroidery was very common, and it's actually a how can I say, it's expected of a woman to be able to embroidery. You either embroider a little handkerchief or little ribbons, and that's almost like writing a letter or gift wrapping type of skills that one must own.